Welcome back to Bronze League Heroes. AFK. Nope. Yep. Nope. Chrono boosting. It is in the top left. Tica. And in the bottom right, not a full press, not even 3/4 of a press, not a coffee press, but half a press. Building his, well, he has an SCV paying tribute to the command center. A forge is on the way for Tica. There are workers across the map. Here we go. Half a press. I don't know if he knows where his opponent's base is. The cannon rush has begun. Unbeknownst to probably both sides. Never trust a probe. Well, he's just showing his pylon right there. We got to go to the half a press cam. Let's see. Okay, he's gonna build an engineering bay, which is an interesting counter. Playing it very cool, very cool. One of the quickest engineering bays and also one of the most dangerous. So technically, if he makes a planetary out of his main, but this is like a questionable reaction to a cannon rush, considering you cannot build a planetary without any Vespene gas. And turrets do not shoot cannons, despite... Oh! The boys are on the way. The boys have left the building. I repeat, the boys have left the building. In 3 more. 3 at a time. They're sending out... Okay. The depot is falling. The cannon rush is just a few short minutes away from being able to threaten the mineral line. So 5 out of 6 of the boys made it out. It's like that campaign mission. The cannons continue. The rest, the escorts, stand their ground. The engineering bay held the wall, but not forever. The probe is on the way. It's gonna expedite things. Never trust a probe. If he kills the probe, though, he kills the problem. The probe is on the march. Dozens of actions going into this cannon rush. Another command center is on the way, of course, because where else to expand? It looks like Tica gonna wow, great minds or think alike, but less great minds think even aliker, as they say. The cannons, this time the SCVs, they've learned from their mistakes. No, wait, he's going for the pylon, he's going for the cannon. Cannons with less HP than pylons. Though they do power everything. Pylon's the powerhouse of the Protoss. Another engineering bay. 2 engineering bays. The EBPM, the engineering bay per minute, is now nearing 1. Which may be a record. We've seen the TPM, we've seen the CPM, but the EBPM is rarely a statistic worth noting. Another pylon's on the way, though. Is there enough for a planetary? It requires 150 gas. Looks like he vetoed the decision on that base. An SCV tried to come back home. They told him it was risky. A zealot! Oh, a zealot! He finds it! He finds the base and ravages the mineral line, and the second engineering bay is under attack. The planetary could almost be built. He needs that engineering bay to build a planetary at either location. Wait, what happened to the probe? The probe, he's too worried about what's happening inside his own base. Oh, he's decided he's going to get a little bit closer. Let's go to the Tica cam. He's busy cannon rushing. He's not watching. He's not watching. Oh, he's going.
Say hello to my little friend.
Okay. Well, the planetary, or not the planetary, I'm sorry, Freudian slip. He still has the engineering bay burns. He starts a planetary. The planetary fortress, in air quotes, rush. The SCVs are on patrol. The cannon will finish, but will it be able to take down a command center all on its own? The Zealot is on the chase, but the SCVs are a little bit too slick. The engineering bay goes down. There can be no more. Oh no! The rest of the boys, they should have gotten out while they could. Only 5 will be evacuated. It's the Titanic all over again. All of the boys will be slaughtered, but they do scout the Nexus. The survivors are in the command center. The planetary fortress is about to complete the base race and the base trade. as the bases fight one another. Cannon versus Planetary. Big Brother versus Little Cheeser. Unrelated. The Planetary, it might not be able to lift, but it's slamming its way through. Those probes are no match. He doesn't have high-sec auto-tracking. He's gonna... Oh, he's retargeting the Planetary Micro off the charts. Another base on the way. The EBPM might have to be raised. It appears Tica has decided to fully embrace the base trade by expanding almost perfectly on his opponent's former main. He now has 2 out of the 4 pieces of the Bingo 4-corner strat. Oh, the Planetary wailing on the gate. There is a Stargate, a hard counter to Planetary fortresses because their arms are so swole that they can't look up. That's how that works. That's exactly how that works. Jimmy, I need to be there with them on the ground. So this a surprising moment of peace as both sides mine from the same location, rarely seen in this game of war and death. But the probes, well, have allowed this because of the superior firepower of the Planetary Fortress. This is happening. We need to clip. Where's my fancy? There's my thumbnail. All right, perfect thumbnail. You think it's a team game? No. Wait, one sec. Gotta get it real quick. All right, we're good. We do it live. Hey, Jimmy! Oh! The Planetary up to 17 kills. It got a big volley on the probes on the way out. The Nexus is done, and the Nexus is done. So now it is 2-2 bases in... Neither player is really much closer to eliminating their opponent. There is a Stargate, but there's not... Well, there's enough now. He could build a Void Ray. There is no engineering bay. A surprising amount of supply depots being built here for halfapress. You can never be too careful. He has now successfully cleared out the main Nexus. The refineries are scouting, not usually known as great scouting units. Will the NG base start? Another command center will be built on the other side of the map. There are no engineering bays that survive this. The Void Ray is coming out. There is no counter for that Void Ray. There's still a forge. A probe, 23 SCVs up against 17 probes. That's where we are, with no army unit. 8 cannons, 1 planetary. That is an optimistic place to build a barracks. Yeah. He's gonna try it. He's gonna give it a shot. Of all the places. Meanwhile, the cannon will be rushing this refinery. Yep. That barracks canceled. Dead on arrival. But the Void Ray comes out. It's just a single Void Ray. Will there be time to build an engineering bay and build turrets underneath it? The question everyone is asking. The SCVs, will they once again have to attempt to escape like their brothers on the other side of the map? Some of them only heard about this in the legends, the legacy of the Voids. The NG bay is on the way. The EBPM continues to raise. The SCVs, stalwarts, will stand their ground, despite the fact that ground ceases to matter against Void Rays. The engineering bay is complete. What? He's coming back? We will reclaim our homeworld. Wait a second, that's not a Terran line. Because their homeworld is a long way from the Caprulu sector, if I understand my lore. He's coming back. He's going to finish what he started. Of all the ways this could go, he comes back. A turret is on the way. He's advancing. He's going to try to build a second turret with the same SCV, unfortunately. That's the only one who has the permits. The Planetary crumbling under the prismatic beam. Wait! That probes got distracted! Oh no, there's a cannon. There's a cannon, but it's not close enough. The probes got distracted. The Planetary's finishing. It will be in a perfect position to flank the probes. The probe count now at 24. Another Stargate is being built. The main is being cleared. Both players attempting to reclaim their original mains. Ah, the probes obliterated. Knocked into BJ's clam shack and put right up into the stew. As the base trade continues, the Void Ray has cleared out the Planetary, and the Planetary gonna try to clear out the Nexus. And once again, he's mining from a base with a Nexus. Oh. How is he going to deal with the cannons? As of yet, halfapress has yet to build a single unit. His first barracks is about to fall. He has a barracks done, but turrets are being built. Not a single unit here. He's had 46 actions per minute. Tica at a cool 25. But the Void Rays growing in number, but so are the turrets. The TPM begins to raise. Now, finally, they have a target. Of all the things to build, the one thing that halfapress can counter. The very first unit finally completes 11 minutes into the match. A Marine. The Nexus is falling. Planetary's Nexi. Base trades. Everybody knows there's only 2 bases to expand to if you don't have the minimap DLC downloaded. +1 infantry weapons for that elite squad of 4 to 6 Marines. And now, technically, Tika's mining on 1 base. And halfapress is mining on 3. Wait, Tica, he doesn't know about this. He's looking. He's wondering. Let's go to the Tica cam. He's found it. He realizes. The probe just slides right past. But now what? The remnants of battle. The units lost is confusing at best. A factory on the way. 3 Marines now complete. The Void Rays on an intercept course. But there are, of course, multiple turrets. SCV coming down. It's looking for the probe, I guess, or looking for another Nexus. It's unclear. The mining continues. 33 to 43 supply. Another Stargate. Where is that Stargate? What? Every base must have its own Stargate. It was written into the Protoss code in Legacy of the Voids. Despite what might be happening on the map, 3 Void Rays now, going to 4. But the Marines, with their +1 weapons and their turret defense, the SCV will scout around. Did he actually queue up every single base? Wow, what a cross-country, a full map round tour for this SCV. 45 to 45 supply. The SCV will scout the Nexus, which is almost perfectly on the right location as well. And in its indignation will stand, mouth agape, buttering its biscuit, preparing for battle. But the probe will not have any of it. He will not be planetary rushed again. He was there for the planetary rush in the main. He was there for the planetary rush in the main! And never again will a planetary rush the main. Or will it? As the main base almost perfectly once again going to be retaken. The 3 Marine hit squad is on the... Oh my god, he's doing it again! He can't stop, and he won't stop. He just builds it on location. Where are the Void Rays? They were in the main. I don't know if they hit an SCV or something. Down goes the pylon. 3 Marines versus 4 Void Rays. It could be anyone's game. The Marines will try to run. Unfortunately, Void Rays fly. Another cannon rush. It continues. It never stops. The cannon rushes, the planetaries. They're sticking with their guns and their buildings and their lasers. The SCV sends an angrily worded subpoena to that probe. Tell me where else you built those pylons. I want to know. Where are the pylons? Where are they? The command center will be forced to lift, but there is one turret left to protect it. The cannon rush continues. The turret left unabated. He right-clicked on the planetary. The turret repair is not going to be there in time. The cannon's on the way. Void Ray's going to work. Another Marine standing by. This was not repowered. Yamato cannon being researched. And that battlecruiser, whatever it ends up being built, will be fully loaded. More turrets on the way. This command center's gone. Tica gonna be at 2.18 bases. And halfapress is gonna find himself at 1.26 bases. If I check my calculations. Leaving Tica with a slight advantage. Some of the SCVs are standing by, ready to repair. Or not. Or just lazy. Mineral wage workers. Oh, the Marines, they have 1-1! And the Void Rays are torn asunder. Tica is a big believer in using his Xbox controller to play StarCraft. Slaps down another Nexus. Whereas command centers will dot the map as well. There is still a probe over here. The worker count's surprisingly even. A battlecruiser is in production. A bunch of Marines, but there are cannons. And Void Rays are killing this command center. As the Marines make their way up, we'll easily be able to take out this unupgraded Void Ray. No cannon protection. There are random amounts of Void Rays patrolling the map here, but the Marines have banded together. He's going to go for the pylon. SCVs are now refugees. Oh, going for some of the probes. How many Void... There are 6 Void Rays and 27 Marines, alongside exactly 37 workers for both... Well, that changed now. The Void Ray... The Marines win on the open field, but if cannons and shield batteries are involved, which they are getting very involved here, that complicates things. Tica now mining once again from his main, which has traded hands twice now. Both mains have traded hands twice. Opposite corners. That is, maybe he's just inspired by his opponent. That might be part of it. The Marine count is now 39. He's finally built some units, and they are strong ones. But those are cannons, and those are Void Rays, and those are shield batteries, and this is maybe the only scenario where the Marines don't kill the Void Rays, as they attack into cannons, which will barely take any damage because of the very valuable shield batteries behind them. Wait, where's the battle? There's a battlecruiser somewhere. Okay, we found it. The battlecruiser taking some pot shots by the cannon flank. He's going to be looking for a Yamato. He does have it loaded. The Marines caught in the crossfire. More of them moving down. Great Void Ray micro. He's going to keep some of the Marines intact. Halfapress at 40 workers scattered throughout. Tica is at 37. He looks like the main base. Well, there's still a Planetary, which took out the main Nexus. But partially because the Planetary, or the main Nexus, was not in a perfect location. An Immortal is on the way. No second battlecruiser. Halfapress is building everything up in the corner. Tica has created quite a nice pylon cannon perimeter. He's now fully mining from his main. The Void Rays are finally clearing this up. The only location not covered by turrets is the entire front. The battlecruiser drawing a Void Ray out of shield battery range, comes back. What a save. Where's the Yamato cannon? Immortal pops out. Planetary gonna be taken down. Only the Immortal will be able to touch these turrets, though. Half-a-press will retreat to his base. He's just now finished up a Raven. No, he canceled the Raven. Probably a smart choice. The Planetary is gone. Will he engage the turrets? 88 to 86 supply. Disgustingly even. Immortal Void Ray and Battlecruiser Marine, neither of which with particularly great upgrades. In fact, Tica, legend has it, has never made an upgrade in his life. Tica now chrono boosting his main, just like the beginning of this game. The worker counts, another Stargate. 1 Stargate per base. That was in the agreement. Okay. It was passed down from Stargate Command. Every Nexus must have an accompanying Stargate. It's just basic defense. It's not like you can warp in Void Rays. Come on, Blizzard. Oh, an SCV comes down and confirms that indeed there are cannons here. It looks like we're going to take out these turrets in the corner of the main once again. With the only possible way, which is, of course, cannons. Probes make their way all throughout and across and up and down and all around. That's a lot of Marines and Battlecruisers. Half-a-press has put together a strong army here. He's got 1-1. Yamato cannon being saved for the occasion when it is required. He is a little supply blocked. He has to decide which direction do I want to go. The Void Ray count, he's got 11 Void Rays and 2 Immortals. It still really is anybody's game. Even those Marines who refuse to move for the other Marines who really want to get in on the action. As they all... Oh, okay, everybody. Yep. Okay, yep. Alright. Yamato being used. Working through the cannons. Not as efficiently as possible. This cannon gonna have angry things to say to its static defense counterparts. The Stargate will be brought offline, and that means the Nexus is next on the chopping block. The Void Rays looking for an opportunity. They're coming to defend. Obviously, he did not recall. Oh, some turrets taking pot shots from the flank. I don't know if Void Rays are going to be enough to deal with this. Well, unless the Marines are in the only location. He right-clicks on the Battlecruiser. The Marines are running away! The Void Ray's far too scary. The Marines just really hate the Battlecruisers. That's the problem. Oh no, he micros. It's a disaster. Oh, he tried to micro. And that means he's lost all of his macro. The Marines really tripping over one another to take shots at these those Void Rays, rather. Both sides showcasing their best micro, and we're gonna put it on the end of preschool yearbook. I don't know, something like that. Do they? I don't think they have yearbooks, mostly because most of them can't read. Anyways, the Immortals coming down as well. Unfortunately, the Immortals can't shoot up. Just take those turrets off the top. Let them be the Dragoon they deserve to be. But at the same time, it is now a solid 1.38 bases for Half-a-press up against 1.6 bases for Tica. So it's still hard to tell who has the advantage here. The probe count being whittled down. The Nexus is being targeted. Those probes not going to make it out. Another Void Ray Immortal hit squad on the way. That was very optimistic. Meanwhile, Half-a-press surrounding his base. The Immortals going to work! Looks like their name lied. They are not immortal. The Marines are pulled back so the Battlecruisers can take care of business. And suddenly Tica struggling. But everybody remembers, when behind, what unit do we build? The Kate Voice. The Dark Templar. The SCVs have run out of minerals to mine. They've made great efforts, unfortunately. Oh. The Void Rays will let them pass. They applied for parley and will receive it. Half-a-press is headed eventually to his new base. Well, after a bit of a scrum. Alright, everybody just high-fiving some, and then we'll get to the new base to mine. Oh, the main base. There's a Tempest! And cannons, a probe somehow makes it back. The Marines once again tripping over one another. The natural enemy of ground units is any sort of... Ah! Tit for tat. They've both agreed that workers are just innocent bystanders in this war. No. Oh, that's a lot of Marines on the ground here. 29. The Tempest, unfortunately, and the Void Ray followed them all the way out onto the field, which seems a little ambitious. Yamato Cannon is used. But, what is there? A Dark Shrine has begun, but where? In the once and former Natural, as well as Charge. Though, unfortunately, I don't believe he has any Zealots. It's more of a dream than a, So if we were to mine out the map at this rate, it could take multiple hours. But at this rate, it seems like that might not be unlikely. The Yamato's perfectly split to not kill anything, but will eventually depower. There's cannons in the main. The Marines are being microed. The ever-important Forge. The Void Rays come back. Maybe where 6 Void Rays couldn't cut it, 4 Void Rays will have a dream. Plus 1 armor's on the way. He's gonna have 1/1 Void Rays. Now, this also begs the question of how does he build Dark Templar without a gateway? We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. The Marines, targeted, burnt. Unfortunately, it does appear that 3 battlecruisers and 30 Marines are just enough to take out the Void Rays. But now what? Tica is left not mining and with no minerals. Wait a second, Tica has no minerals! It's a disaster. He does have a Tempest in limbo. He's down to 5 probes. Suddenly, it's all come out from under him. 4 probes. There's no way to build the Dark Templar. There's no way to build a Nexus. He's got... Oh, the battle cruiser will jump across the map! Yamato Cannon to duck the board home! Is that it? A Void Ray, though. One last Void Ray. Trying to bait him into the cannons. The cannons which have protected him for so long, but no longer. Knocked out of the sky. 1 battlecruiser goes down with him. There's 6 army supply, and it is all in limbo, being waited to be built. There's nothing but 4 probes, an observer, and death. Tica will build his very first gateway while chrono boosting his Nexus, just inspiring it to build a probe. Maybe it'll go even quicker. 1 Dark Templar could change everything. It probably won't. But Tica, you gotta say, like, he put the work in. He put the effort in. He tried. Oh my god, here comes the neighborhood. Here come the Marines. And here comes halfapress. He might be halfapress, but that was a total victory. 29 minutes. Multiple base trades and retakes and trades again. Changing hands. Changing... Well, I don't know what else they changed, but they stuck to their guns, or lack of guns. That is, thank you to Anthony X, by the way, for judging that worthy. How many bases were lost? The ending, this is the mini-map. I remind you that the Terran player started here, and the Protoss here. But now, we are here. Did you enjoy that? That was possibly, well, that was one of the most, there were some of the most stereotypical indicators of greatness. But that is the beauty of it. Did you enjoy? Like and subscribe and ring the bell and watch every second and all the ads on the other 130 plus videos in order to demonstrate your wonderment, your concern, your exhilaration, your enjoyment, and your, well, the inspiration that is Bronze League Heroes.